David, it's been an emotional week and an emotional day again today. How are you feeling after today's game?
Drained. Yeah. I think is the best. From a footballing point of view, frustrated, but like I say, it's been a tough week. It's been a long week. I hope whoever sort of came and supported us today saw a team that was trying to win the game, give it their all, because that's what we've got to do. That's we didn't use his brains as much as what I liked, but I can't fault character and effort. And we saw, when you go, we know that Notts County, I think they're the top scorers in the whole country. We know they've got good footballers, we know they've got a certain way of playing, but we also know that we can expose them. And we said we knew what the issues were, we couldn't really change it, even with half an hour, 40 minutes to go. And we said we're going to have to outscore them as opposed to stop them for a few reasons, but that was the basic sort of solution, and we very nearly did it. We very nearly didn't, but we very nearly did as well. We had a chance from the corner that probably should have been a goal. We've had more chances. We've definitely had more chances than the opposition, but we know where our Achilles heel is, and we'll be rectifying that hopefully in the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Quite similar to the game on New Year's Day against Walsall in that first half. In that first half an hour, we absolutely blew them away. It could have been 3 or 4. Yeah,
Cliffy hits the bar to go 3-0. It probably is game over, but they're the fine margins, and they're the bits that we're not taking real care of. I'm not. I've only got Harry Clifton. It's a team game, just with him this week in that sense, and they're the big moments and they're the big changes. You might have still ended up, the final scoreline, but it'd been much harder. I think they'd have had to do things a lot different, a lot earlier. But look, what I would say is you've seen a team that's committed. You see a team you've seen 2 good teams who play good football, who don't defend very well. That's the truth, and we've got to make sure that we keep attacking as well as what we did do today, and make some changes to our defensive ability, if you like. Because as much as I can say, Jody Jones was terrific for the opposition, we didn't half help him.
Yeah, carbon copies really. A lot of those goals, the 4 goals, just crosses from their left-hand side, and they haven't had to work hard for them at all. If it's tap-ins. Well,
yeah, yes. I'm not quite sure what else you want me to add, because I don't want to particularly add anything else to it. But yeah, that's that's true.
Yeah, and also in that first half when you're 2-0 up, and it could have been 3 or 4, and then they get the goal back. Bit of a psychological blow really, because they've got a bit of the upper hand then, and then they get the equaliser, and at half time you get them in, and what do you say to them there?
But I actually said to him, you're one step further than you were the last home game, because we were 2-1 down at half time. It's 2-2. So you've made, believe it or not, you're disappointed. There was some chatter amongst the players, frustration, annoyance. Quite a few I asked them how they were feeling. A lot of negative emotions. Okay, well, you're joining the game as we were an hour ago. And you've been the better team, significantly better, and you're not losing like you were against Walsall at this point. So you're actually better than where you were against a better team 2 weeks ago. So you've made improvements. What you can't do is go and do what you did against Walsall. And then we started talking about the tactics of today's game specifically, and I thought we exposed them really well. What we couldn't do is stop them, and probably stop one player really. But look, that's why they're in the playoffs and we're not. But I've been here 6 weeks, and in all intents and purposes, that's a Luke Williams team, and he's been there over 2 years. So we know where we're going to get to. We just need more time.
And then it was a ding-dong battle in that second half. I think when Notts County went up, that was the first time they'd been ahead in the game. And it just looked like, that was it. But, there's that never say die spirit with Town.
Yeah, I said to this players afterwards, with the exception of the second half against Walsall, I've not faulted their character or endeavour. And today was a great example of that. You know, you've took a body blow, and like I say, the opposition have got in front for the first time with 2 minutes to go, or whatever it was. We go up the other end and equalise because of the character in the group. It's a good group in that regard. They don't give in, and we showed that. And we probably should have nicked it at the end from the corner. We've had a great chance. It'd have been a scruffy goal, but it didn't matter. You know, so we take the point and move on against a team that's a good team, a real good team. You know, they're going to be up there, so we've got to make sure that we, you know, I think it's clear where our weaknesses are. We've brought in one to try and rectify that, but it's not just down to one person or two people. It's a mindset, and it's an ability, and it's a coaching thing, and there'll be more of that over the next few weeks because that's what's needed. You know, like I said, this week's been a difficult week, asking players to take on board things, and I don't fully know, but my understanding as a general rule of thumb is probably they're not in the right frame of mind, which is totally acceptable and understandable. Well, over time, next week, week after that, we've got to see an improvement, and I'm sure we will. But as with everything, it's always slow and steady, and that'll be no different.
Not a bad way to make a name for yourself with the Town crowd, with Harry Wood coming on, and that's his first touch, and great strike, wasn't it?
That's why he's here. I thought Justin was very good. I thought, you know, Rosie his metres per minute had dipped, and he was obviously disappointed to come off, but you know, just a bit more energy. You know, that's probably the biggest reason you make subs. You know, and obviously Woody's gone on there, and you know, that's one way to, you know, appeal to the fans of, you know, and announce yourself, and fair play to him.
Yeah, you mentioned Danny Rose. When Danny Rose scored in that first half, he held up the shirt of Cam Walsh, and it was a really lovely and fitting tribute. And we saw it before the game as well. And it was just a touching moment on an emotional day.
Yeah, we knew that emotions were going to be tough today. We knew that you know, the group, staff, players. You know, I said a few words before the game to the players, and it was tough. No getting around that. You ask the players to make sure that their emotions, you know, the emotions that they're feeling, empower them. It's not always the case, and it's hard. But like I say, we wanted to make sure us as a group of players, staff, you know, showed our appreciation. However little that helps, and we hope it does. We hope the performance did. You know, because ultimately that's what we are, that's what we get paid to do, but like I say, in such tragic and difficult circumstances, it's not always, you know, the case. And like I say, Notts County are here to do their jobs, and they're trying to stop you, so we hope that, you know, the shirts after the first goal, the clapping, the 17th minute and 40th minute by the fans, who were magnificent, provided a little bit of solace for the family.